What's the word, man? Waking up 12 in the afternoon. Shit, it got to stop. But obviously, let's get straight to it. Some of y'all here because you're new. Some of y'all here because you're learning from me, and some of y'all here just because it's like you done searching the title on YouTube, how to pass a damn 300K account. This isn't going to be necessarily just for a 300K account. I believe you can use this strategy or just take what I'm going to explain and take the way I go about stuff and my trading psychology. You can take everything from this video to pass your own account. I'm not going to say you're going to pass it tomorrow. I'm not going to say you're going to pass it in the same amount of time as me. But it took me about 2 years worth of just L's, lessons. I know I tell people that's learning from me that I'm going to shorten their learning curve and help them avoid as much time as it took for me to pass it and basically become profitable. But everybody's going to be different. But I'm saying the reason I'm able to talk and explain stuff on how I'm going to do it so easily and such like a second nature is because of all the L's that I did take and the confidence that I had to eventually just say I'm betting on myself at this point. I have nothing left, or I have nothing else to go to. If not this, then what? I just eventually locked in. Eventually, once I develop that mindset, and eventually once you develop that mindset, it's going to become a second nature. And bro, it's just going to hit. So I don't encourage anybody to go live account. I encourage everybody to take advantage of the funded accounts when it comes to Forex. This is how I did it. If you want any other videos on different topics, obviously you guys could comment. You guys could message me on Instagram. And also you guys could join the Discord. So let's get to it. To start off, when I first bought the account, it was on a Thursday, or it was on I believe a Friday, like afternoon. I was going through a lot, but it was like I wasn't trying to accept what I was going through. I was more of just on some, bro, it is what it is. I was outside. I live in Miami, actually. I was outside enjoying time with the peoples. It's Miami spring break. I was jet skiing, and it was just like, how am I having fun right now and I haven't made it yet? You feel me? Like, not saying that you can't have fun, but it's like, it's on some, I don't know, I'm more of a have fun later, let's work now. And I've been in the crib, cooped up in the crib for damn near the last 6 months ever since I got to Miami. I don't really go outside like that, but once spring break came, I had family, I had friends, I got old teammates that came in, and it was like, man, why not get outside? You feel me? But I called myself and was like, bro, nope, forget that. You had your little fun. It's time to lock back in. So I was like, forget taking this money and spending it on dumb stuff. I'm going to go spend it on a funded account. And I'm going to lock in, and I'm just not going to waste any more time. I'm going to accept where I've been going wrong. And something just clicked, bro. Like, obviously, I know I have a strategy. I know that I have the right confidence. I know that, man, I have every tool that I need in order to make thousands of dollars a day. But I have to accept that, and I have to believe in it. And I got to get to it. I got to put the work in. So I went home that afternoon. I went home early that afternoon. It was like, man, told my guy, like, yeah, bro, I'm going home. I'll see you later. You be safe. You go back to South Beach. I'm locking in right now. So took $12.50, bought a funded account. Was like, this is going to be it. Well, I'm going to show you the account the trade that I took on that Friday to start the account off. A lot of y'all buy accounts and you fail right out the gate. Then you get all these gurus talking about, bro, only risk 0.5% or only risk 0.25%, manage your risk, da-da-da-da. First of all, before you can manage your risk, you need to have a strategy. You have to have a strategy, okay? So if you don't got a strategy, forget all the BS. You need to stop right now what you're doing. Instead of trying to just go ahead and think that this is going to be the way to pass an account, no. You need to find you a strategy. If you need a strategy, man, go find you a mentor. I'm going to not just promote me, but go find you somebody that matches your psychology, somebody that is easy to learn from and relate to, and do your thing. You feel me? Master that strategy and then come back and watch this video. If you want to learn from me, you can join the Discord. Obviously, if you like my strategy and what I go about, I'm not going to really explain it too crazy. But if you like, man, that's a good dude right there. He's a nice trader. You could tell, like, this is somebody I can learn from. I would love to learn from. Join the Discord, bro. The Discord is free. A one-on-one session, group session, yes, it costs, but you can learn enough from me in my free Discord. But eventually going to one-on-one to take like a one-on-one session with me. Obviously, this isn't one of those promotion videos for that. But I'm just telling you, you need to have a strategy. We're obviously on to Thursday. We're going to move into Friday. So these are the red and the green and the gray areas, these are my sessions indicators. So this, I don't really use too many indicators, but obviously who wouldn't want to know when a session opens and when it closes and when it overlaps. Gray areas, obviously Asian session, green is London, red is New York. Me, I trade London, so obviously whenever I'm looking for my strategy and looking for my setup, I'm only looking in my area in my session, straight like that. Told you that I took the first trade on Friday, or I bought the trade account on Friday afternoon. I took the first trade. No, I bought the account on Thursday afternoon and took the first trade going from Thursday night into Friday morning. Feel me? So I'm gonna go down to the hourly, and first of all, I'm gonna ask you guys what you see. Feel me? I see resistance being respected and now showing support, right? But I also have on here, I literally looks at multiple time frames. I have daily support that got broken in December or November, and it got broken in December, and it just got retested like that second week or the end of the month, February, right? Got respected. That's a nice weekly rejection right there to now show resistance. And then this next weekly looks like it's trying to close below and show a bearish engulfing candle. With that being said, if we're showing resistance to previous support on the weekly, no, my weekly doesn't necessarily mean it's bearish, but I'm a trader that likes to anticipate trades before they happen. I like to look at stuff as in like what's going to happen, and then in order to basically act on that and make money from that, I have to be very disciplined, because now I could basically either get faked out or I could be trying to say something's going to happen, but it might not be happening yet. I could be right about the direction, but wrong about the entry. And that's 9 times out of 10 going to be a lot of the reasons that you lose a lot of your trades during this trading journey of yours. I know my weekly is bearish. Obviously my daily, I have a freaking, I call this a hanging man candle. That's one of my favorite candlesticks to see, but we're not even gonna talk about that. My daily has previous resistance, right? That was broken. On a 4-hour time frame, obviously you gotta kind of seeing what it looked like the next day, but I'm still show you the trade that I took. On a 4-hour time frame, we haven't retested up there. Show my session, we have to retest up there. But me, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at my weekly already being what's the name? Approaching a downtrend, right? That's all I'm looking at, is my weekly approaching a downtrend, which obviously I think we can all say that is respected, right? Respected pretty easily. Why am I looking for buys? I shouldn't be. So on that Thursday, obviously from not trading that whole week, this is the part where I say you need to lock in. I didn't notice any type of support being made at previous resistance, now showing support. I didn't notice none of that. All I thought was, bro, we're showing bearish momentum on the weekly. We should be selling automatically. We should be in a downtrend. But we weren't in a downtrend yet. My daily never made a lower low yet. It never made a new low. It never broke these lows right here. So if it never broke these lows, my daily's still bullish. But me, I was still looking for sales. So we'll go through this trade. And this is obviously an Asian session. This isn't just, that was literally one big move in the Asian session, literally. I need to wait for it to approach my my session. Boom, we're in my session, right? We're gonna go down to about the 30-minute. I don't take a trade until around 4 a.m., but I start looking around 3:45 a.m. The thing is, I tried taking sales, I believe, I wanna say very early. Hold on, give me a second so I can get the right entry for you. I ended up taking it at 163 even. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, look here. Like I said, I wanna wait until about 4 a.m. to look for my trade. So, I know that I'm respecting my trend line. I'm on some, bro, we should be selling, right? I'm entering my trade automatically at about 163 even. I'll put it up on the screen. I want to say like up here somewhere. and you'll see that I entered the trade around 163 even, 15 pip stop loss. I'm taking that trade, all right? Taking it down here, easy peasy. This is the first trade to start the account off automatically. Didn't do any other analysis other than look at my weekly. All I did was look at my weekly. I didn't look at my daily, my 4 hour. All I went from was my weekly. I know that this was previous daily support that got broken and it's already been rejected, so we should take sales. We're in my session in about 20 minutes. I still entered. I'm going in. Got stopped out. Right, I believe I got stopped out once or twice. I'm not for sure. I'll be able to put the trades up here. Basically, Friday, lost 8 grand, lost almost 3%, was done. I lost more than I was supposed to because of spreads, but I was really risking $6,000. And the commission, it kind of fucked me up. So, lost 8,000. Usually this is where it's like, you really like, man, fuck, not again, bro. You feel me? I know y'all know that feeling, like, not again. How do I start off the account down 8 grand? Well, me, this time, I didn't say anything about the money. I didn't care about the money. So that's how the first night went. Basically, I'm not even going to talk too much about that. We going to the weekend. Obviously, it kept going. We going to the weekend. It failed, right? Friday, there was news. So, once again, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can be right about direction, but wrong about your entry. So, what I took from this L is that, hey, don't trade on days during news. Figure out what the market wants to do. Come back the next day. Another thing is, if you are wrong, make sure you're risking properly, right? Don't think that you're supposed to be right about every trade. This is all probability. Trading is all about probability, bro. Don't trade during news. Risk management is very important. And also, don't be scared to enter again. But also be careful with knowing like if you're wrong or not. So today or that day, I ended up just saying, hey, I'm wrong. I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna take this into next week and see how it works for me, okay? So, boom. We get all the way over to Sunday, right? Sunday, I could have sworn I took like easy trade. Took a trade, I believe, on Sunday, and it was for a sale. I made like 8 grand. But I'm not gonna really like break down that trade because it was more of like it wasn't like a greed. It wasn't like a fear of missing out. It was more like, hey, I see my setup. Let's see if it worked in Asia session. I'm trading with the trend, obviously, because guess what? We have now made a new low. So we are now bearish because it broke these lows. It made a new low over here. Obviously, I could literally put a red line. See how that line is below there? That means we made a new low. The trend has changed on my intraday time frame. So I made a quick little $8,000. Didn't even count it. Didn't even care. Basically, I made back everything that I lost on Friday. Okay? So I'm gonna show you now that we get into our regular session. And I don't really want to make this video too long. We're gonna try to keep it under a good like 30 minutes. But go back, rewatch this whole thing. Keep rewatching it because you can learn a lot rather than paying money for a lot of courses or paying money to talk to somebody or paying money for 5-day courses or even one-on-ones from me. Like, I'm teaching you a lot. So hey, if you are watching this video, if it do blow up, I ain't gonna say too much, but we get into our session. I can really remove this. I'm looking and I'm taking in what I learned from Friday also. So you can see that I know that my daily, let me go to my 4 hour, my bad. I know that my daily ended up closing off bearish, right? On that Friday. We got to Sunday and we closed back under this trend line on the weekly. We did. We made a new low. This is the previous low. We made a new low right here on the 4 hour. So I don't even like using Fibonacci too crazy, but anything from here, easily. So I'm gonna show you what I seen. I'm gonna show you what I was looking for, and I'm gonna show you how I took the trades. So I know that my daily is rejecting. I know that my 4 hour did close below previous. Basically, this trend line is what I'm saying. It's basically showing bearish momentum to this weekly trend line. Before the weekly could go bearish, the daily have to go bearish. I can't really show you like the daily candles, otherwise it'll give off the trades type shit. You know what? I can't. Not really. Basically, my 4 hour was going bearish, so before my daily could go bearish, my 4 hour has to go bearish. So I'm anticipating that my daily is about to go bearish now. This is doing a whole top-down analysis. Instead of just going from weekly to lower time, I'm going from weekly to daily to 4 hour. But now I'm reversing it. I'm going from 4 hour to make sure I'm in my trend. I'm in a downtrend. which we have broke market structure, a breakup structure right here. So we are in a downtrend on the 4 hour. So I'm anticipating that my daily is gonna turn bearish. Is it? I don't know. It's all probability. So boom, we go from there. How do I know where to enter at, etc., etc.? Let me make sure it's my session first of all, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right, so 3 a.m. is when London session opens. So boom. At this point, I know I'm looking for sales. So now this is where it gets good, okay? Don't be taking my strategy and going to teach it to somebody else, man. God damn. I know that my 4 hours bearish. I know that my daily wants to turn bearish. That's why I think it wants to do. But I have to find my intraday time frame, like my hourly, my 30-minute, 15-minute, right? I need to find that time frame, market condition. Boom. So my condition that I see automatically, bro, we're consolidating. We're literally consolidating. So we're consolidating. How do I trade consolidation? You're supposed to stay away, but this is how I trade it. This is how you're supposed to trade it. This is how any trader is supposed to trade it. Sell at the top of consolidation, buy at the bottom. But in this case, I'm looking for sales or in this case, I'm in a downtrend, so I'm only looking for sales. But how do I trade the consolidation, which I marked up, which is this gray box right here? I'm over here trying to do this like y'all can see where my hand is. How do I trade it? I need to sell at the top, right? And I need to make sure it's my session. So we got 2 a.m. We're gonna go to the 30-minute. We got 2:30. Boom. After I see that, I'm like, man, fuck. I think I made some quick bread, got out, lost it. Basically, I went through a couple trades trying to get in early, right? Just gonna put those up there when I put the main trade in. I believe, and I ain't even gotta really go back and look at no phone or nothing. I'm gonna show you how I went through this. I see an uptrend. So my lower time frame is still bullish automatically. But I know that it wants to fake out at the top of this trend line. Everybody wants to buy because obviously they think it's still showing support to all this previous resistance. They think it's still showing support to keep going higher. But they don't notice the weekly trend going in a downtrend, right? As long as we're in my session, we still need to wait till 4 a.m. I learned from that because I took a trade, if you notice, 20 minutes before session the last time. So we're still consolidating, 345, 1, 2, 3, still consolidating. At this point, we're at 4 a.m. One thing I teach is I only trade at psychological level. So I trade at 0, 0, 0, 200, 500, 800. Obviously, what's after that? 0, 0, 0 again. So what I mean by that is we have 162,970 right now, right? I need to trade closest to my psychological levels as possible. So if I want to enter a trade, I need to make sure I enter it at 163 even. If I don't enter it at there, I need to make sure it's at 162,800. But I need the cheapest price. So I'd rather take a sell up here, but that also requires me to be stable, not having my heart beating just because it's fucking buying. I don't care what the market is doing right here. I know what I'm looking for and I trust it. And I know that my stop loss is 15 pips. I trust it. You feel me? So at this point, I believe my entry was like 162, like 917 or something, 916, something around there. No, I actually had a 162, like 886 or something. And I was targeting 162, 400. Because I told you that I'm already looking for my daily to turn bearish. I went in aggressively again at 162, 917. So I'm risking 2% on this trade, 15 pip stop loss. Automatically, I'm risking 2%. Because I'm break even on the account either way. What do I got to lose? 2%? It's a high probability trade because this is my setup. This is my strategy. This is an A+ setup for me, okay? I don't really have to really explain why enter because we are still in an uptrend. Everybody can have their own opinions. I'm just gonna let this play out and let's see if this is the right time that I entered and all of that. And we're at 4 a.m. Yeah, I'm entering. I don't gotta say too much. Just know I'm him. Don't stop. Just stop. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? The reason why I'm able to have that type of confidence, like I said at the beginning of the video, is because I've been through the whole trading out of session. I've been through the whole taking another person's opinion on what trade I should take. I've been through the whole buying 2, 3, 4 courses just to learn a strategy. Making it to passing an account and then blowing it the first damn day. Blowing it the first night, blowing it the first week, blowing it after being up 6, 7, 8% and not getting a payout. I took everything, I took all of that and I didn't give up because I knew like, what do I look like giving up today when tomorrow might be the day that I win? So when I lost on Friday, what did I look like giving up and over risking and blowing the rest of the account when Monday might be the day that I win? I risked 2% on a 300K account. That's $6,000. I caught it all the way to 162,400. That's 50, damn near 50 pips. I made $32,000. You need 24K to make the account. I made $32,000 or 24. I think I made 28,000 that day. Basically, I cleared the whole account. 32K on a day though, because remember on Friday I lost 8. It counts for that like Sunday, basically Sunday through Monday or whatever. It counts on the MetaTrader. It'll show you that, hey, I made $32,000 that day or that whole trading period for that whatever. Boom, that's the first trade. First stage done. Put everything up here above. Easy peasy. Now we get to the next day, right? Next day, and we obviously seen that GJ kept going. This trade just kept going. And guess what? I was anticipating, this is where you become an advanced trader. I was anticipating for the daily to make new lows. So let's just say it makes new lows. Let's see. It broke lows. So if you go to the daily, you will see this large wick, right? These were previous lows. This wick broke the lows. Now my daily is bearish. I know that my daily and my 4 hour are bearish. Now my weekly is still in an uptrend, but I have to anticipate that is about to become bearish because we are respecting the weekly trend line. Now, how do I understand and know that? I don't. It's more about probability. So at this point, now that my daily just broke broke structure, I have even more confidence in the rest of my trades to take sales for the rest of the week. Nothing else, straight like that. So that's the first trade. We're gonna keep that right here. I took it to 400. I'm not really those. We hold it to 13 to 1. No, I held it to fucking 5 to 1. So boom, we can delete that, keep that on there. So put the sessions back up there. You see that it all played out. We're gonna go to the next trade. Next trade, it was news. Put it right here. Skipped Tuesday, right? I skipped Tuesday, I believe, trading too. Because you would think like, hey, I'm supposed to buy, right? Or I'm supposed to sell. That's what I said I was looking for. But I'm like, hey, it's a lot of news. Don't trade. Remember what happened on Friday when there was a lot of news? I was right about direction, wrong about entry. I'm going to show you again. It kept buying. What if I would have wanted to sell again once it got into my session? I would have lost. And look what it did after that. Sold back off. So I was right about direction, wrong about my entry. Also, I did call out a trade. I'll keep it up. I'll put it above again. I did call out a trade to take a sale just in case anybody was looking. I was like, hey, look for a fake out and look for sales at this level. You're going to see. I would put it up here. One of my students even took it. He even made a significant amount of money. And bro, I don't know. It's just like, it's becoming a second nature and I have no problem. And I want to share this with everyone. Because if they taught this in school, they can't. They can't, bro. That was another trade that I called out literally at 164 even. It was between 163, 800 and 164 even. I remember putting it, and it was a 15 pip stop loss, all about your entry. And you have to see a fake out. Obviously, you have to be in your session. And, bro, the shit, my student held, he was holding for a long time, like, literally. It was multiple people that took it, but he the one that posted his profits. But I called out the trade literally, and yeah, so I'm not gonna really explain that trade because I didn't take it personally, but I did call it out. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. So now we get to Wednesday, they give me the second stage to my account, right? At this point, after I get the second stage to my account, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm looking for. We're gonna go to my 30-minute. At this point, bro, we made new lows again. So I'm literally looking at this and I'm just like, okay, bet, right? I know that my daily's already bearish. I know that my 4 hours bearish. I need to find my intraday time frame from my 15 minute to my 30 or to my hourly on what the condition is. Obviously, I don't know if you see it, but I see it. I see consolidation once again. I'm gonna stretch this out. We're gonna see if y'all can see it, and I see a trend line. So boom. After I see that, right, I'm automatically on some, bro, I'm selling. Literally, I'm selling. I guess we could do it up here. No. I think my trend line, I always put it at the body. So boom. I said I'm looking for sales. I'm looking for a fake out though. So this is what a lot of people don't understand. We always looking for this type of trade. We're always looking for this type of trade. How are you looking for that? The market structure is bearish, bro. But I guess I'm crazy, right? I'm gonna just prove it to y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna shorten that learning curve. Anybody that learned from me, I'm gonna shorten that learning curve. So we're gonna get into session. We're officially in session. At this point, I did take an early trade. I said psychological levels are marked up at 500, and they're marked up at 800, and they're also marked up at 000, and they're also marked up at 200, right? Remember, that's what I said. That's how I mark my levels up. So these are my entries. So I could be wrong about this, cool. I could be wrong about this, cool. Now, I have to take a chance with being wrong about this, cool. Or I have to take a chance with being wrong about this. But if I'm wrong about this level, my market direction is wrong. I'm wrong about the whole thing. Go to sleep, it's over with. So I give myself 4 chances. I have to know my strategy. I understand that, hey, if I'm wrong about here, 9 times out of 10, I'm in consolidation, which I marked up, and I'm gonna get all the way up here. I'm not just gonna sell up here or here. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna show you how I took an entry. I'm gonna remove that. Video's becoming longer and longer, but at this point, man, these are gems. So I see that, right? Anybody else gonna enter? Cause that looks like a fake out to me. I enter. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. I kept my stop loss above there, and I'm risking 1% though. I'm taking it to bottom consolidation. This doesn't look like what I teach, but I still took it. I'm gonna show you how it went. Look good for a second. As I was doing this, I was raising my stop loss. Was like, bro, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Was still raising my stop loss. And then I think I ended up getting stopped out, lost like 2% basically. I think I lost like, I wanna say like 7,000. I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna show you I lost like 7 grand. After that, I was like, okay, we gotta be patient, y'all. Let's give it a little time. Why am I wrong? Am I at 4 a.m.? Nope. So that lets me know like, okay, boom, I'm wrong about that. Yes, I might be wrong about entry, but I'm also wrong about the time that I'm trading. So we got 1, 2, 3. That happened in 15 minutes. So I was able to discipline myself and say, okay, hey, I'm wrong about this entry and this entry. Now I got 2 entries to either get in at. I want to get in at the cheapest. In this case, I'm selling. That's the cheapest entry up there. But I need to see some type of signal. So I'm being patient. This is a live call. I'm on the Zoom. That happens and that happens. So in between this 5-minute candle, I'm like, damn, it's falling. Then it went back up because I'm like, hey, I need to see it. I need to see it retest. Fuck a retest. This bitch make it a doji candle. Man, I got in at about 161.136. I remember this shit. 15 pip stop loss. Doji candle. I held to 160,400. No, I wanted to hold to 160,400, and I'm gonna show you what I did wrong. We're entering the trade. I don't know. A lot of people want to see this. Break, retest, trend line. Let's catch that. But what one person might be taking, another person might look at different. That doesn't mean that you're wrong about your setup. It just means like, hey, you're wrong about direction. I'm wrong about my entry. So you're only gonna make a 3-4 to 1 depending on your risk to reward. I'm gonna make everything I fucking have coming to me. And no, I didn't just go back and study this and try to make a random video. I know what I'm doing. I know my strategy. I know my setup. I don't think there's going to be any other trader that's able to just call out something and remember something. That is from every L that I've taken. Every L that I've taken in the last 2+ years. Once again, I lost 1% down here. I ended up making that money back, but I was trying to trail my stop loss because of the L that I took over here. When usually I don't even care about it. I leave it at break even and I let it ride because I know that, hey, I'm good. Like, this is a great entry, bro. Just let it play out. But I was still kind of mastering that next part of my strategy. I was still critiquing it. You feel me? I ended up getting stopped out at about 160.75 because it came back, stopped me out. Obviously, look at that, bro. Came back, stopped me out, kept dropping. I was so hot. I just ended up having to go to sleep. I was like, hey, at least I ended the day off positive. Why didn't I re-enter? Because I didn't get in at the cheapest entry. That's why. Don't go back in being greedy. So that happened. We get to the next day, right? That's the first trade. I'm gonna show you the profits. Obviously, you seen them. We're gonna keep this going. Damn, this fucking video is longer than I thought. I'm gonna go back and watch it myself. So boom, 30 minutes. We're gonna keep this going. Obviously, you seen that it kept going. We made another low, right? We made another low. And then we came back and retested. I wanna show you this 4 hour though. Meek, mop, boom. 4 hour engulfing candle to previous daily support and resistance. So I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna make everything clean for y'all so y'all can see what I see. I'm gonna remove the session because this is the next day. This is the last day. This is a Thursday. Remember last Thursday I lost. Yeah, all right. You feel me? So I'm up $4,000 on the second account, on the second stage of the account. I can remove that, whatever. So that's 1 win, 2 win. First win on a week, I cleared the whole account with 1 trade. This win, I could have did it in 1 trade, but stopped out in profit. It happens. The next trade I'm looking for, let's go to the 1 hour. I see this 4 hour engulfing candle to previous resistance on a daily though. This is a major daily. Now we're playing under. Now we're playing under this previous resistance that was showing support those couple days ago. Now we're playing under it. But what about all this bullish momentum? What does that mean? I don't care. I'm following market structure. I'm following the trend. So boom, we get to the hourly. Obviously, I don't really got to keep explaining my strategy. Let's just make sure we're in my session. 1, 2, 3. Boom. At this point, I'm gonna go to my 30 minute. What do I see? I see consolidation. I'm finding my market condition. It's either we're in an uptrend or downtrend on there. I need to find out how to trade each trend. Right now, I know how to trade my consolidation. Sell at the top, buy at the bottom. At this point, why did I freaking take this to this in 5 minutes? I took this sale actually. I took this sale. I don't know where the entry was, but I took this sale. I was up 9K. I let everything come back. But you know how another person looks like that? I let everything come back and I lost. And I moved my stop loss. So I was risking 1%, but I moved my stop loss because I thought I was wrong about entry. So I made it above here. So you would think like, hey, bro, well, once it gets up here, yes, you might be in drawdown. You don't care about the money you're gonna enter anyway. You might as well leave it in. Move the stop loss, right? No, because that happens. So I learned from that. I lost 9K to start the trade off on a Thursday night. I should go to sleep. This is the part where I say, hey, how many trades did I take today? Oh, I only took 1. But how much did I risk? I lost 3,000. Or I lost 3%, lost 9K. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. And I didn't really risk that much. I knew that my stop loss was going to be very tight. I could lose this trade for sure. But I'm starting to see exhaustion. I'm all the way at the top. Yes, it made a nice little spike. I was only supposed to lose like 7,000. It took like an extra 2,000. It is what it is. I started seeing exhaustion. I see 162.076 was my entry. 15 pip stop loss. I was risking like, I believe the same $3,000, 1%. My trade was going down to 161. No, yeah, 161,400, I believe. So you would say like, damn, you held that long? I mean, that's where I think it's gonna go. Do I know? No. But this is my strategy. This is what I'm trading. Let's see how it fucking turns out. Remember, you guys, most of you guys are these type of traders. 10 pip stop losses, let's hit all-time highs and retest the trend line again. No, I'm this type of trader, bitch. I lost 9K, man. I made $20,000. Ended up getting like $140 left because the way I took out, it was commission or whatever. Having to go back in with a couple 10.0 lot sizes, trying to figure out a way to get that last little 140 so I don't lose it all. I was able to take another trade right here. My regular setup with breaker structure from the consolidation. Usually this is the part where I would get scared, I'll lose the whole account. I've been there. I've been at the edge, completing the account and lost it all off of trying to basically get a little bit. Basically getting that last little $100, $200 when I'm used to making thousands, right? So all I did was trade consolidation, break of it, as long as it closed under, right, which it did. So retest, break of consolidation. I'm gonna take a sell. I took a sell like 161, like 5.3 something or 5.1 something, 10 pip stop loss, right? But the thing is, I only needed like 1 or 2 pips. Also needed to see a rejection, and that happened, and that happened. So boom, that happened. I made enough money. Completed the account with a 10.0. Obviously, the trade kept going. I could have told you that, hey, we're gonna keep going, but I wasn't in right here. I did complete the account. At this point, make that last little $100-some. Yeah, man. So obviously, this video did end up being a little longer than I thought, but you have to be precise. I have to be specific. I take this very serious. I take my craft very serious. It sounds easy, but the countless nights and just hours put into this craft, bro, and just taking L after L after L and treating them as lesson after lesson after lesson, but losing the most important object that we think we have on earth, and that's money, bro. That was probably the hardest times of my life. Do I think that everybody has to go through that? Not exactly, but everybody's journey is going to be different. One thing I can say about trading, though, man, it teaches you a lot about yourself, bro. It teaches you a lot about yourself. In the moment that you're able to accept who you are, in the moment that you're able to accept when you're wrong as a person, you'll see it translate into your real personal life. When you start to accept when you're wrong as a person, and how to basically work with yourself, and how you just work in general, man, like, I don't know, that's where it starts to click. And then from there, it's all about you just trusting your strategy. Obviously, you're gonna need one, and the moment that it clicks, bro, you just gotta only look for that. You're only looking for that strategy. No matter if somebody else said, hey, they called out a buy signal, and you're looking for sales. Okay, I'm only looking for my sell. No matter if somebody else called out a sell, and you're looking for buys, or I'm only looking for buys. You feel me? Know your strategy, the ins and outs of it. Know your pair. Obviously, I only trade GJ. I mean, I've traded a little gold, but GJ, if you guys are asking, is the only pair that I really trade. I'm about to run that 300K account up, and I'm going to post a series. I'm going to post a breakdown on all the trades that probably not all, but that next video that I might post is going to be a lot of money. Yeah, I feel like this is my aha moment. I feel like I am starting to blow up a little bit. I am not no big guru. I am more of like a low-key type of trader, but I do want to change a lot of lives. I do want to help a lot of people. I hope a lot of people want to learn from me in general, and if not this, then what? I could have gave up that last Friday and got set back even more psychologically. But the key word that I have on my board is forcing. And it says to avoid it. Count to 44 seconds and execute. Leave it alone. / leave it alone. Count it to 44 seconds. Tell myself, hey, I can come back Sunday / Monday morning, and I could complete my whole account if I just learn from this and follow my strategy. And I did that, and it worked. So other than that, I don't really have much else to put on here. I hope you guys mess with the video. If you guys need me to break down any other thing, comment, hit me up on Instagram. And hey, I almost forgot to tell y'all too, bro, I have a Discord, I have Instagram. I even will give out my phone number to people that I know is serious. Probably not everybody, but man, I'll put the Discord link in the description. Join it, bro. Join it. It's already blowing up. You're going to learn a lot from me, and I have no problem with helping and basically changing a lot of people's lives, no matter if you're 17, 15, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100. I don't care. This skill isn't hard. It's all up here in your head. I'm 21 years old, and I promise you, I'm out the matrix. It's up to y'all if y'all try to get out. My hand, hey, look, grab it. If you want to stay in there, well, keep your ass in there. Me, I'm gonna go kick it, enjoy my life, live life on my own terms. If you in the Discord, you can do that too. So join up, man. Thank y'all.